Science, conceived not so much in its principles as in its results, is an obvious storehouse of ideas for utilization. Also, it is a great mistake to think that the bare scientific idea is the required invention, so that it has only to be picked up and used. An intense period of imaginative design lies between. One element in a new method is just the discovery of how to set about bridging the gap between the scientific ideas and the ultimate product. Technology is the making of things that did not previously exist, whereas science is the discovering of things that have long existed. Because technology needs science, it is tempting to require that scientific projects be justified in terms of the worth of the technology they can be expected to generate. The effect of applying this criterion is, however, to restrict science to developed fields where the links to technology are most evident. By continually looking for a short-term payoff, we disqualify the sort of science that attempts to answer fundamental questions, and, having answered them, suggests fundamentally new approaches in the realm of applications. Technology and production can be great benefactors of man, but they are mindless instruments, and if undirected they careen along with a momentum of their own. In our country, they pulverize everything in their path: the landscape, the natural environment. We can't just conclude that science puts too much power into the hands of morally feeble technologists or corrupt, power-crazed politicians and decide to get rid of it. Advances in medicine and agriculture have saved more lives than have been lost in all the wars in history. Advances in transportation, communication, and entertainment have transformed the world. The sword of science is double-edged. Rather, its awesome power forces on all of us, including politicians, a new responsibility, more attention to the long-term consequences of technology, a global and transgenerational perspective, an incentive to avoid easy appeals to nationalism and chauvinism. Mistakes are becoming too expensive. Science and technology multiply around us. To an increasing extent they dictate the languages in which we speak and think. Either we use those languages, or we remain mute. The machine is a slave which serves to make other slaves. Such a domineering and inflating drive may go together with the quest for human freedom. But it is difficult to liberate oneself by transferring slavery to other beings, men, animals, or machines. To rule over a population of machines subjecting the whole world means still to rule, and all rule implies acceptance of schema and of subjection. Technique must reduce man to a technical animal, the king of the slaves of technique. Human caprice crumbles before this necessity. There can be no human autonomy in the face of technical autonomy. The individual must be fashioned by techniques, either negatively by the techniques of understanding man or positively by the adaptation of man to the technical framework in order to wipe out the blocks his personal determination introduces into the perfect design of the organization. Now, technology has become a complex but consciously directed group of social activities involving a wide range of skills, exemplified by scientific research, managerial expertise, and practical and inventive abilities. The powers of technology appear to be unlimited. If some of the dangers may be great, the potential rewards are greater still. This is not simply a matter of material benefits for, as we have seen, major changes in thought have, in the past, occurred as consequences of technological advances. Anything that is theoretically possible will be achieved in practice, no matter what the technical difficulties are, if it is desired greatly enough.